Hello friends, welcome to Storytime Stay Inspired. Let's start an interesting story.
How 13 teams created the greatest sporting event on Earth. Imagine a sporting event so powerful that every 4 years, billions of people pause their daily lives. Streets fall silent, cafes overflow with cheering fans, families gather around televisions, and complete strangers celebrate together. For one unforgettable month, borders, languages, and cultures fade into the background. This is the FIFA World Cup, the world's biggest sporting event. By the early 1900s, football had become one of the world's fastest-growing sports. Although it featured in the Olympic Games, amateur-only rules prevented many of the best professional players from competing. Football deserved its own world championship. In 1904, 7 European nations founded FIFA to organize international football. The turning point came in 1921 when French administrator Jules Rimet became its president. He dreamed of creating a tournament where the world's best national teams, not clubs, would compete for one ultimate prize. Many dismissed the idea because international travel was slow, expensive, and the world faced economic uncertainty. But Jules Rimet refused to give up. He believed football could unite the world. That dream would soon become reality. In 1929, FIFA selected Uruguay to host the inaugural World Cup, honoring its Olympic football triumphs and centenary celebrations. To encourage participation, Uruguay even covered the travel and accommodation costs of visiting teams. It is the World Cup in which every participating nation competed by invitation, as qualification matches had not yet been introduced. Even then, many European countries declined because crossing the Atlantic Ocean required nearly 3 weeks by ship. Eventually, only 13 nations entered the tournament. 4 European teams, France, Belgium, Romania, and Yugoslavia, boarded the ocean liner SS Conte Verde. On board, Jules Rimet carefully carried the tournament's most valuable possession, the Jules Rimet Trophy. None of them knew they were sailing toward one of sport's greatest moments. On 13 July 1930, football history officially began. The tournament reached its climax on 30 July 1930, when more than 68,000 spectators packed Estadio Centenario to watch Uruguay face Argentina in the first ever World Cup final. Argentina led 2-1 at halftime, but inspired by their passionate home supporters, Uruguay fought back with determination. When referee John Langenus blew the final whistle, Uruguay had won 4-2, becoming football's first world champions. Football's greatest tournament had finally begun. But history had a different plan. Italy hosted the 1934 World Cup, introducing qualification matches as the tournament continued to grow. 4 years later, France hosted the competition as Europe edged toward war. Then, the Second World War changed everything. The 1942 and 1946 World Cups were canceled. For 12 years, football's greatest tournament disappeared as players traded football boots for military uniforms. But some dreams refused to disappear. Peace finally returned, and in 1950, Brazil welcomed the world back. The newly built Maracanazo Stadium in Rio de Janeiro became the stage for one of football's most unforgettable moments. In that same tournament, India also qualified for its first FIFA World Cup, but withdrew before the tournament because of financial and administrative challenges. Nearly 200,000 spectators filled the stadium, as Brazil needed only a draw against Uruguay to become world champions. Newspapers had already prepared the victory headlines. Then, football reminded the world why nothing is certain until the final whistle. Uruguay stunned Brazil with a 2-1 victory, creating one of the greatest upsets in sporting history. The heartbreaking silence inside the Maracanazo became forever known as the Maracanazo. The following decades transformed football forever. In 1958, 17-year-old Pelé led Brazil to its first World Cup title and became the youngest player ever to score in a World Cup final. Before England celebrated its only World Cup triumph in 1966, the Jules Rimet Trophy was stolen before the competition began and unexpectedly found by a dog named Pickles, making headlines around the world. England 1966 also introduced World Cup Willie, the official FIFA World Cup mascot, beginning a tradition that continues in every tournament today. Then came Mexico 1970, the first World Cup broadcast in color, allowing millions to experience football like never before. Pelé inspired Brazil to a third title, earning permanent ownership of the original Jules Rimet Trophy. But the story of the Jules Rimet Trophy did not end there. Stolen again in 1983, it has never been recovered, becoming one of football's greatest unsolved mysteries. Every generation created their own unforgettable chapter. In 1986, Diego Maradona captivated the world by scoring both the controversial Hand of God and the breathtaking goal of the century against England within minutes. In 2010, South Africa hosted the first World Cup on African soil. Technology also changed the game, with Goal-Line Technology arriving in 2014 and VAR in 2018, improving decisions while sparking debate. The modern era witnessed one of football's greatest rivalries, as Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi inspired millions while redefining an unforgettable generation. In India, Sunil Chhetri became the nation's greatest football icon, standing alongside Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi among the world's highest active international goal scorers. Then came Qatar 2022. In one of the greatest finals ever played, Lionel Messi finally fulfilled his lifelong dream by lifting the FIFA World Cup after Argentina defeated France in a dramatic penalty shootout. For millions, it was the perfect ending to one of football's greatest careers. Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup story ended differently. Although the trophy remained beyond his reach, his journey was defined by extraordinary achievements. He became the first men's player to score in 5 different World Cups, and later the first footballer to appear in 6. He also led Portugal to the UEFA European Championship and 2 UEFA Nations League titles. In 2026, Spain added another unforgettable chapter. Ferran Torres scored the decisive goal as Spain defeated defending champions Argentina to lift their second FIFA World Cup, proving that every tournament creates new heroes. From just 13 teams crossing the Atlantic Ocean by ship to billions of fans watching across every continent, the FIFA World Cup has become far more than a football tournament. It is a story of dreams, courage, heartbreak, redemption, and the extraordinary power of bringing the world together. Every 4 years, new heroes rise, impossible dreams come true, because trophies belong to champions, but the FIFA World Cup belongs to the world. And as long as children dream of wearing their nation's colors, this journey will never end. Which FIFA World Cup moment changed football history forever? Tell us in the comments.
Thanks for watching. For more videos like this, don't forget to like, share the video and subscribe or follow the channel.